Hello, Sunbeams. Welcome to SunshineRealms. My name is Sunshine. I am here to do the collective reading. I am going to do a timeless reading and not put a time frame on it so that we can just find the information when we're meant to find it. So, timeless readings just mean that whenever you need to see it, then it's available to you. And Spirit will most likely show you exactly when to find it. So keep in mind, we are in a new moon in Pisces, and the card that we just got, luck is on your side, new moon in Sag. So we are anchored in the present moment. We are also in a space of setting goals, being mindful of where we're putting our energy, focusing our attention on the present moment and how we can create change in the present moment. Just keep in mind that luck is on your side and that you have spiritual backing for whatever it is that you're working on or whatever it is that you are putting your energy into right now. The new moon in Pisces means that we are coming into a space of dreaming, dreaminess, fantasy, and a heart space that's full of joy and inspiration as we close out a cycle or close out the wheel or close out a period in our life that might have been challenging, because we're at the end of that challenge. Ooh-wee. Emotions are running high. Super moon. So, like I said, the Pisces energy right now is sort of like, what are we ending to create newness? Take a look at some of the things that you'd like to put into motion with the luck is on your side, new moon in Sag. What are the things that you want to put your energy into? What are the things that you want to be focused on as we go through the month of March, or as we go through the first quarter, ending the first quarter of the year? What are some of the things that you wrote down at the beginning of the year that you need to check off your list? Or take a look at some of the things that you might not have been putting any action into, and you want to refocus your energy and attention into putting action into that. Let's see what the crowning energy is. Page of Wands. Again, what are you focused on? What are the things that you would like to put your energy into right now? What are the things you'd like to start with the new moon in Sag as additional motion and additional momentum that's fueling whatever creative projects you have going on, or whatever passion projects that you have going on? What have you started? You might not have put a lot of momentum into. You might have just put it to the side. You might not have put a lot of thought into. Spirit is saying that you can take a look at those things that you begin the year with that you haven't gotten started, and regroup, refocus your energy on whatever it is that you set your mind on. It could be something that could be in the emotional space as well with the supermoon. It could be something that you really, really, really want, dreaming of, hoping for, manifesting. I get the feeling that the collective is putting a lot of energy into something that they're passionate about right now. So if that's you, Spirit is supporting that. If that's you, where you're just focused on the things that are going to start better, on a better footing, or somewhat the groundwork is laid and you need to start building a better foundation for it. Whatever groundwork you laid already, whatever 4 pillars you put down, I'm getting steel posts, the foundation, the cement blocks, the concrete foundation, whatever it is that you are trying to build. Spirit is saying there's momentum behind it. There's action, there's passion, there's fire, there's a lot of energy that's backing it I don't know where the energy is coming from, but let's get into it. What's influencing the Page of Wands? And yes, I was guided to switch it up so that the collective will understand that we're all in this together. If you can put someone on to something in some way, if you can support them in some type of way. I get that with this. A very supportive energy, like a hug or a boost or a clapping for someone. You know, cheer them on. Wish them luck. Give them some sort of boost in some type of way. Page of Pentacles, of course. Someone in the collective is starting something afresh. Page of Wands with the Page of Pentacles, and Spirit is saying this is going to move in your favor with luck is on your side. This new moon is Sag. The Sag energy is like drawing back so that you can put everything you got into something. You don't draw back unless you're ready to go. And with the Page of Wands, it's this: if you have the wands in your hand, you have the tools in your hand, you have the idea in your hand, it's in your mind, it's in your space, it's in your aura, it's in a place where you can put momentum behind it. It's in a place where you can put whatever it is that you have into it, but it's as if it's starting from the beginning. I also get this distinct feeling that someone is coming closer or drawing closer to their emotions. With this, emotions are running high. It's like they've kept their emotions in this confined, small, centered, suppressed state. And now that things are bubbling up, it's starting to come out, and they want to put that emotional backing towards something. They want to put it into something. They want to pour it into something. I get that significantly. Someone in the collective is emotionally wanting to put everything they've got into something. Let's find out more. Oh, wait, the Wheel of Fortune. I love it. The end of a cycle. New moon in Pisces. The end of a cycle. Closing a chapter. Starting a new one. The wheel is turning. And it's landing upright, is what I heard. With luck is on your side and emotions are running high. That's the background, the hum that's going on in the background that's churning and turning this wheel. It's turning it in a way so that something works in your favor. Whatever you are doing, whatever projects or passion projects have been laid on your heart or laid on your spirit, whatever it is that you would like to pour into, Spirit is backing that. It's saying as you pour into it, it will feed you, it will give towards you, it is going to be reciprocal. This reciprocal energy is very important with the wheel, almost as if it's been guided. Guided in your direction. Given to you to facilitate is what I just heard. Specifically given to you to pour into, to reciprocate this sort of nuance. Put everything that you feel into it, put everything that you have into it. It's been given to you specifically. Let's see what the Page of Wands is. This energy feels expansive, like larger than life, better than ever, bolder. Four of Pentacles. And it's because it's been repressed. It's been kept small or diluted in some way. It's been kept in a space where it couldn't come alive, or it was kept in a space where the world couldn't see it, or it was kept in a space that felt safe and it wasn't allowed to explore. So whatever emotions have been suppressed or held back, they're going to burst forth as if it's coming out of you, as if Spirit is saying, celebrate it. Celebrate the way you feel. Celebrate the way that the energy is being held within you. Celebrate the fact that you're protecting it, even though you haven't shown it, you haven't given it, or you haven't given it legs, or you haven't given it its full bloom or its fullness. You haven't finished the walls yet. You haven't put the roof on it yet. But celebrate the fact that the groundwork is there. It's been laid. It has a place. It's already in your auric field. So when it's in your auric field, it's going to come out regardless. And because we're in this last phase of the planets, you can move forward knowing that it's going to have legs or room to grow. Specifically, room to grow. What are you expanding right now? What are you looking at right now? What are you working on right now? I feel like somebody is cooking up in the kitchen. I want to know. Oh, put that in the comments. Yeah. If you know someone who's cooking in the kitchen, or they're doing something right now, they are holding it in a sacred space, give them a little boost. Shine a little light on them. Show them some love. Yeah. I heard share the wealth. Give them some flowers. Who doesn't like flowers? You see she's holding on? Why are you not sharing? I feel like this is something the world needs to see, or whatever it is that is inspiring this energy. It needs to be shared. It needs to be said. It needs to be shown. What's the Page of Pentacles? Again, flowers, blooming, art. Wow, the sun. Look how big that is. The sun is like North Node, Leo energy, fire, fire, fire. I feel like this is a lot of passion, a lot of love. Someone is suppressing the way that they feel. Someone is suppressing the way that the direction that they want to go in. You see how that sun in this wheel is like churning, turning, aligning? Are you trying to put your energy into something so that it aligns? I mean, if you are, that's great, because again, you have the spiritual backing. Luck is on your side. You have the support of spirit. This passion project that you have really set your sights on, it's meant for you. So I heard claim it. Give it what it needs in order to grow. Feed it. You know what I mean? Nurture it. Give it the sun, the water, the emotions, the passion. Give it some legs for it to be fed in, soil, earth. Give it something. Give it resources. Whatever it is that needs to be fed, it's within you. It's within the aura of the collective to feed it, to celebrate it. I feel like it's something that someone doesn't want to say yet. Oh, why so suppressive? Interesting. And of course, I can't believe this. The Tower. It's life-changing. For the Tower to come out with this faded wheel, for it to come out with Spirit saying this is the direction that you're supposed to go in, with Spirit saying that this is the passion project that's meant for you, for Spirit to say this is yours. The Tower with the wheel is like right next to the sun, undeniable. Do you want to go up or stay in an energy that is small or minute or isn't serving you? Or do you want something that's going to have a bang, a very big impact? or something that's going to change your life. This doesn't come out very often with the sun. It's like you already set the foundation, but are you going to finish it? Are you going to finish it? Are you going to spend this new energy that's coming in with the new moon in Pisces, us going into Aries energy at the end of the month? Are you going to let it dwindle? Are you going to put everything you got into it? Or are you just going to let it just sit there? That's a question for someone. Are you going to let it just sit there? Or are you going to do something that's life-changing and feed it? Nurture it. Give it some sun. Give it some love. Celebrate it. Support it. Like, allow it to grow. Pour into it. I am loving this because the collective has a choice to make. And it's a significant one. It's not just a little choice. This is a life-changing choice. And I want to know why is the collective holding this passion within them and not letting it out? That's what I want. 4 pillars, 1111, because it's so good. It represents the foundation of something. It represents an aspect of something that you might have asked for, something that you've already laid the foundation for. You've already set your sights on. You've already started building or started to manifest or are working on it. It's as if you are keeping it within your heart space, within your energetic field, so that it's kept whole or it's kept sacred. And once you've put in some of the work, Spirit is asking you to complete the job. Ooh, I heard, don't be stingy with it. Oh my gosh. I get the distinct feeling that someone is not expressing themselves. Temperance, healing, the alchemization of fire and water, passion and emotions. It's as if you are just looking at it. You already know what it means. You already know what it represents. And you already know what you need to do with it. But for some reason, you're not ready to turn wine into water. The opposite. Because this is something that is going to nourish the foundation of something. You're not ready to alchemize exactly what you need in order to bring something forward. Bring it into this sun, into something beautiful, into something even more magnificent, even bigger than or better than what it is now. So take a look at what's holding you back. Take a look at what you're suppressing. Take a look at what isn't coming out or what you're not allowing to come out, so that you can sow the seeds and nurture the seeds that we have here with the Page of Pentacles and the Sun. Oh, I heard it's harvest time. So this project or this passion project or this passionate side of you needs to be seen. 4 swords. There's a lot of 4s here. 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 4 of Swords. Are you waiting on Spirit to give you the green light? Are you waiting on some sort of confirmation that now is the time to build a new foundation or build upon the foundation of something, to finish the project or to finish the build in some type of way? I don't know what is being built, but let's find out. 5 of Pentacles. Resources. You're waiting on Spirit to give you the resources. And this could be a lack of resources within the heart space. It could be monetary. It could be the lack of supporters, lack of clients, lack of customers. But you're waiting on Spirit to show you a new direction in terms of how to grow it. But I feel like it's going to come naturally. The support is going to come naturally. The resources to finish the project are going to come naturally. I can see why the collective is a little bit reserved about bringing the project forth, and it's because there's something that they're waiting on Spirit to materialize for them, to show them in some type of way, show them the way. But you see how the light is there? You just have to go towards it. It's as if you're afraid to take that leap of faith. As if you don't think that you'll have it. But the sun, it's like you're holding yourself back because the sun is here. You're keeping yourself in this foundation lay, but not finishing the project, not bringing something into fruition, not completing it. Like you're just looking at the land with the slab there or the steel post there, and you're not finishing it. I keep getting that visual of a house that's not complete, or a structure that's not complete, or a business idea that hasn't been given the roof. There's something that you need to take a look at, because Spirit is saying, until you put your energy into it, until you start creating it, until you start celebrating it, until you start moving in that direction, until you start going in the direction so that it can be finished, until you start pouring everything you've got into it, Spirit won't support you. You won't find the tools because you're not in the energy of it. You're just holding it. You're reserving it. You're keeping it in a space where you can't find the blessing because you refuse to say, I'm going to do this. Let's see what this tower and this wheel is, because I feel like there's a shift. The shift is happening with the new moon, because Piscean energy will shake you up out of a dreamlike state, out of a fantasy-like state, and it will make anything crumble. It will purge out anything that's not meant to go into Aries season, into the action phase, into an action season. You can't take something that is watered down or very small into Aries season and expect it to grow. You have to have everything inside of you. Take it out of the dream state, out of the fantasy state, and put everything you've got into that. And that is what changes, turns, and shifts the wheel. That's the tower. That's the shift. That's the transformation that can happen. But you can't roll into Aries season at the end of March still stinking thinking. You gotta be moving. Let's see what's shifting. Ooh-wee, that heart space is lit up, honey. Lit up. Something you love. Something you adore. Something that gives you life. Pours into you in so many ways that only a queen can do it. I love this because it's a little bit intimidating. What's at the bottom? Queen of Pentacles too? Oh my God. When it's this big, I can see why you're trying not to put everything into it, because you know it's going to be life-changing. You already know that in your heart space. You already know that emotions are going to be high. You already know that luck is on your side. You already know how big it can be. Whatever business idea or project that you have going on, or partnership you like to bring forth, because the emotional space is highlighted here. The resources will show up. The resources will come. It's as if it's almost intimidating to you to bring your page of pentacles and page of wands into this wheel, sun, queen of cups, queen of pentacles energy, but spirit is saying what you have is enough. If you feel like that you don't have enough, spirit is going to give it to you. When you show up with the passion, with the love, and the whatever it is that you have right now that you've been holding inside of you, when you show up with that and you're saying to spirit, I'm ready to work for it, then that's when the wheel turns. And it turns in a way that matches your energy. The way that you show up is how this turns. It's like a water wheel. As the water gets poured into the wheel just continues to turn. And it's a new cycle, new cycle, new cycle. Step into that Aries energy at the end of March, when we move into Aries season, with knowing that now is the time. Get it out of the dreamlike phase and move it into the reality, your reality. I can see why there's a little bit of hesitation here. Whenever you do that, and whenever you shift your life in a new way, it's kind of scary. But what can we do, Spirit, to alleviate some of this fear? Because I can feel it a little bit in the collective. Anything we can do to ease our hesitations? I heard trust. Hermit. Trust your inner light. Trust your gifts. Trust what spirit has laid on your heart. Trust what spirit has built in you. Trust what you have. Trust your gifts. And also trust the part of yourself that makes you feel good. Trust the part of yourself that has weathered the storm. Trust the part of yourself that has given and poured and learned and gained wisdom, because the Hermit is an internal space of learning. It's a reserved space of learning. So I feel like someone's heart space has been opened by something, but they're afraid to move it forward because there's a lot of lessons behind their hesitations or their reservations. And so when you trust your pathway, there will be new lessons, but the new lessons are going to be on the heels of something magnificent and something that is supported by spirit, fated. It's like a fated new life that is just waiting for you to get over the old in order for you to create it in the new season. So take the next few weeks to really dwell on what you can purge during Pisces season so that you can give birth to something new in Aries season. Let's get a motivation manifesto. If you're still here, I appreciate you for sharing space with me. This is my creative space. This is my healing space, and it's part of my healing journey. So I'm glad that you're here. We got 2 cards. Let's see what we got. Greatness belongs to those who have mastered the ability to focus relentlessly on their ambitions and act decisively towards them. Well, isn't that the truth? Remind yourself of who you were created to be. Remind yourself of the reason why you decided to learn those lessons, the reason why you decided to step back, and the reason why you decided to start over and start with the 4 pillars or the foundation and build from there. Remind yourself of why you decided to go on that journey. And you already know it's beautiful. It's already in your auric field, so claim it. Act as if it's already yours. And the second card that we got was the great joys in life come when we are spontaneous and authentic while engaging in activities we care about. And the great miseries come when too many days stack up where we are conforming or posing while doing things we have no passion for. You have officially been called out. Stop doing that, because something great is literally on the heels of Pisces season, stepping into Aries season. So if you can put your energy into something right now, even if it's just your thoughts, celebrate yourself, congratulate yourself for coming this far and being able to be in the Hermit energy and look at the sun as if it's yours, because it is. It's already within you. And yes, emotions are going to be high, but the rewards of that are going to be even better, even greater. So think about how you can see forward, facilitate greatness one step at a time. How can you water something or nourish something or nurture something so that it becomes exactly what Spirit put on your heart to do? So thank you for being here. I hope that this timeless reading met you at the time that you needed to see it or hear it. And if you like the content, please feel free to like, share, or subscribe. We're all trying to facilitate something in our lives so that we can create something even more beautiful. Have a great day.